well-wishers and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to decode the line-by-line meaning and analysis of the poem Sailing to Byzantium written by WB Yeats. So grab your virtual seats and let's begin. You must be wondering how has suddenly the locale shifted from England to Ireland. That is because William Butler Yeats was an Irish poet and he was one of the most important figures of the 20th century. He was a key figure in the Irish literary movement. He was the co-founder of the Abbey Theatre. His poetry often explores themes about Ireland and the cyclical nature of life. Naturally, a place where you are born and brought up is the place that you've spent most of your time, and you're going to have a lot of experiences to share, which WB Yeats also had, and he does it through his poems. Before we discuss anything related to the poem, I must tell you what is Byzantium, because it's something that had tricked my mind also. Now, Byzantium refers to the ancient Greek city of Byzantium, which was later known as Constantinople and Istanbul. In the poem, Byzantium represents a symbol of art, culture, and spirituality, a place where soul can achieve a form of permanence. The poem Sailing to Byzantium was written in the year 1926 and it is a part of the poetry collection The Tower, published in the year 1928. The poem is a reflection on the themes of aging, art, and the desire to transcend the present state of existence, to go beyond. Byzantium, the mythical and historical city, serves as a symbolic destination representing a realm of artistic and spiritual permanence. What is the main idea or the central message of the poem? It is revolving around the conflict that is there between the transience of human life and the desire for artistic and spiritual immortality. That is, even if you are not alive in human as a person, art and on a spiritual level you must be alive, and yet expresses a longing for a place where the soul can be free, it can be liberated from the constraints of this mortal body and find eternal expression in art. That is, through his art he wants to live forever. Now let us decode the line-by-line meaning of each stanza. In stanza 1, the speaker begins by saying that the world is not a suitable place for old people. The focus is on the young generation engaging in physical pleasures like being close to each other and singing, while the older generation is excluded, it feels left out. He describes the young people embracing each other like birds who are nestled or are staying in the trees. This implies a sense of carefree and joyful behavior. Then he says, those dying generations at their song. It refers to the older generations who are now at the end of their life and are participating in the song of the young. This highlights the contrast between the vibrant, energetic youth and the aging old people. The salmon falls, the mackerel crowded seas. Now this refers to the natural elements that the poet mentions, like the waterfalls and the seas which are full of fishes. These images evoke the abundance and the vitality of nature. All living creatures, whether fish, animals, birds, praise and celebrate life throughout the summer season. So this also emphasizes the continuous cycle of life and death. Then he says, whatever is begotten, born and dies, everything that is created, it is born, will eventually die, and that is the reality of life. That is how the cycle of human life goes around, and he therefore acknowledges that life and death are things which are uncontrollable. They cannot be controlled by human beings. Caught in that sensual music, all neglect. So the sensual music of life captures everyone, causing them to ignore or overlook the important things. He suggests that the physical pleasures distract people from pursuing intellectual aspects that are there in life. So then he says, monuments of unaging intellect. Despite the distractions, the speaker emphasizes the importance of creating enduring intellectual achievements, and he encourages creation of timeless monuments of wisdom and knowledge. In stanza 2, the poet says that an aged man is but a paltry thing, that is, individuals who are aging are portrayed as being unimportant, insignificant. An elderly person is similar to a worn out coat which is stuck on a stick unless the soul claps its hands and sings joyfully, celebrating existence. The emphasis is on the importance of inner spiritual life. For every tatter in its mortal dress, that is, the soul should sing louder. For every imperfection, it should embrace imperfections. Nor is there singing school but studying, that is, true singing does not come from formal education but from studying. The magnificent achievements and creations of one's soul reinforce the idea that the soul must study its own greatness before you try to take opinion of others. You need to know who you are, because if you know completely about yourself, you will not get affected by what others are saying. And therefore I have sailed the seas and come, that is, the speaker has traveled the seas in search of something more, to the holy city of Byzantium. That is, the destination is the sacred city of Byzantium, symbolizing a place of spiritual and artistic significance. Stanza 3, he begins, O sages standing in God's holy fire. That is, the speaker addresses wise individuals standing in the divine fire of knowledge and spirituality, and he describes the sages as being like images in a golden mosaic on a wall. He implies that there is a sense of divine beauty and permanence in things which last forever. The speaker invites the sages to come from the divine fire and spin in a circular motion and be the singing masters of my soul. That is, the sages are asked to guide and teach the speaker the art of singing with the soul, the art of recognizing oneself. When we want to know more about ourselves, we go to different types of ashrams or places where we can stay or have a kind of a retreat, right? So here too the poet is seeking that retreat. The soul is wanting a kind of guidance to be spiritually enlightened. Consume my heart away, sick with desire. The speaker addresses a desire for the sages to consume his heart, to purify him, to make him feel free from the worldly desires. He describes the speaker as being attached or tied to a mortal dying body. It is because of attachments often that we are not able to progress in life. So he is wanting to detach himself from any kind of attachments so that he can move to the higher plane. The body is unaware of its true nature, and the speaker asks to be gathered into the crafted and enduring realm of eternity. He wants to go into that space where the sages are able to exist. They are carefree. They do not care about what is going on around them. So therefore he says that he wants a transformation, a change into something that is timeless, that can last forever. Finally, in stanza 4, the speaker envisions a transformation or a change that will happen beyond the natural world. My bodily form from any natural thing, that is, the physical body, will not be taken from anything natural, but such a form as Grecian goldsmiths make. That is, instead the speaker imagines a form that could be created by Greek goldsmiths. That is what he wants his persona to be like, of hammered gold and gold enameling. That is, he describes the form to be made of hammered gold, suggesting a beautifully crafted and valuable creation to keep a drowsy emperor awake. That is, the purpose of this form that he wants to create is to keep an emperor who is about to fall asleep alert and attentive. And he says that the form could be placed on a golden branch to sing. The singing would be directed towards the aristocracy of Byzantium, that is towards the rich people, the aristocrats of Byzantium. The singing would include past, present, and the future. The form would become a timeless messenger of universal truth. So he wants to create a kind of a statue, a form made of gold by professional craftsmen, by goldsmiths, and they would sing of past, present, and future times, of things which people would want to hear. It would keep them awake. So the major themes of the poem are aging and transience. That is, the poem reflects on the fleeting nature of human life, that you cannot control time and there will be decay of the physical human body. But what is the wish of the poet? To become immortal. That brings me to the second idea that Yeats explores, that is, he wants to provide a form of immortality which will be beyond the limitations of the mortal living human body. Thirdly, he wants to be spiritually transcended into another world. That is, he wants spiritual enlightenment so that the transformation will help him to move ahead and learn about things which the sages know. He wishes to be consumed by the holy fire like the sages. And lastly, we see Byzantium as a symbol of culture, art, and spirituality. So the poem is often seen as a reflection of Yeats' own struggles with aging and his wish, his desire for artistic and spiritual significance in life. The use of Byzantium as a symbol draws upon Yeats' own fascination with art, culture, and mysticism, mystery. He wanted to preserve his talent through art and culture. So the poem, being written in iambic pentameter, features rich symbolism. The students can explore the historical and cultural aspects of Byzantium to deepen their understanding of the poem's symbolism. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.